Suppose capital A equals to, consider 2 by 2 matrix. First row A, B, C, D, small letters. First row AB, second row CD. Then determinant of A equal to AD minus BC. You know very well this definition, determinant of A. Suppose determinant of A not equal to 0, then A is called a non-singular matrix. If determinant of A equal to 0, then A is called singular matrix. If determinant of A is not equal to 0, then it is called non-singular matrix, then only inverse exists. Therefore, A inverse equal to adjoint A by determinant of A, and where adjoint A equal to D minus B minus C A. This is the adjoint of A, adjoint A matrix. Now, these are the formulas for 2 by 2 matrix only. Suppose if the given matrix is 3 by 3 matrix, if A equal to, I will consider the elements A11, A12, A13, first row. Second row A21, A22, A23, second row. Third row, now I am writing third row, A31, A32, A33. This is 3 by 3 matrix. A11 means first row, first column element. I am writing A small letter A11 means first row, first column. A21, second row, first column element. A12 means first row, second column element. A23, second row, first column element. First number indicates row, second number indicates column. Now like this I have taken 3 by 3 matrix. Now A inverse. What is the formula? Again, adjoint A by determinant of A. This is the formula for calculating A inverse. Now you know very well how to calculate the A inverse for 3 by 3 matrix and determinant of A. Now we can calculate the determinant of A along any row or along any column. Means how many rows are there? 3 rows. Means along 3 rows we can calculate. Now along how many columns are available? 3 columns are available. Means along the 3 columns we can calculate the determinant of A. Means in 6 ways we can calculate. The answer will be the same. Now you know very well this is how to calculate the determinant of A. And for this one, adjoint A. Before adjoint A, you have to calculate the minors of matrix. Minor matrix means you consider you calculate the minor of each and every element. Then you write 9 minus, then that is nothing but minor matrix. How to calculate, this is very little bit lengthy procedure. I don't want to explain these formulas. We have further many important topics are available. Then, and one more thing, if you want to calculate the determinant of A, then we have scientific calculator. That scientific calculator is allowed in exam. Then you enter this matrix, automatically it will give the determinant of A. And it will give the adjoint A. It will give the adjoint A matrix also. And transpose also it will give. Then how to calculate that I will explain you. Don't worry. Then by scientific calculator only you have to calculate. You should not use manual methods. The calculator is allowed because we are doing many big problems, application problems. That's why they have allowed a scientific calculator. Now once again, A inverse equal to adjoint A by determinant of A. This is the formula for A inverse if it is 3 by 3 matrix. The formula is same for 2 by 2 and 3 by 3. Now next definition, upper triangular matrix. Next definitions are very very important. We have next definitions, upper triangular matrix, lower triangular matrix and triangular matrix. Now upper triangular matrix, a square matrix A equal to Aij. I am writing matrix notation, capital A equal to matrix notation. In that matrix I am writing Aij. Means elements should be in the form of Aij, ith row, jth column elements. Means previously I told you one example, A11, A12, A13. That type of elements. For that purpose I have written here A equal to matrix Aij and order is n by n. I am writing here n by n. This is n rows and n columns. Square matrix. A square matrix capital A equal to Aij n by n is said to be upper triangular matrix if Aij equal to 0 when I is greater than j. Aij equal to 0, I is greater than j. Means, in other way also we can say, suppose if all the elements are zeros below the principal diagonal element, then that matrix is upper triangular matrix. This is applicable for only square matrices. When should I get the principal diagonal? If it is a square matrix. If it is a rectangular matrix, means we won't get the upper triangular matrix. Right? By the second definition. This is rough definition to understand the definition of the upper triangular matrix. Once again, the condition is Aij equal to 0 when I is greater than j. Now I will write the example. With that example, I will explain you. Capital A equal to first row 1, 2, 3. Second row 0, 4, 5. Third row 0, 0, 6. This is 3 by 3 upper triangle matrix. Now observe this one. Where I got a 0 matrix in place of A21. Second row first column element. A21 means what is the I value? 2. What is the j value? 1. Means 2 is greater than 1. If 2 is greater than 1, you have to write that element is 0. Now next, in the third row, first two elements are zeros. What is the position of those two elements? A31, A32. Am I right? A31, I value is 3, j value is 1. Means 3 is greater than 1, therefore that element is 0. Next, next element is also 0. What is the position of that element? A32, third row, second column element. Means I equal to 3 and j equal to 2. Means that is nothing but 0. 3 is greater than 2, therefore it is 0. This is the actual definition. If it is a square matrix, then observe this one. 1, 4, 6 is the principal diagonal. Below that principal diagonal, every element is 0. You observe this example. If it is a square matrix, it is applicable. If it is a rectangular matrix, then you have to follow that definition. Aij equal to 0, I is greater than j. In the same way, I am explaining lower triangular matrix. If I is greater than j, then this is upper triangle. If I is less than j, lower triangular matrix. Once again, lower triangular matrix, a square matrix, capital A equal to Aij is said to be lower triangular matrix if Aij equal to 0, if I is less than j. Rough definition means rough. For remember that definition roughly, if all the elements are zeros above the principal diagonal elements. A equal to, I am writing here example 1, 0, 0, 2, 3, 0, 4, 5, 6. Once again 1, 0, 0, 2, 3, 0, 4, 5, 6. This is 3 by 3 lower triangular matrix. Observe this one. First element is 1. Position of that is 1, 1. Second element is 8, 1, 2. 1 is less than 2. Therefore, I am writing 0. A13 is also 0. 1 is less than 3. The last element in the second row, A23 is also 0 because 2 is less than 3. Now, this is the actual definition of the lower triangular matrix. Any lower and upper triangular matrix is called triangular matrix. Next definition, nilpotent matrix. Nilpotent matrix means a square matrix is said to be nilpotent matrix if there exists at least one positive number, positive integer m such that a power m equal to 0. A power m equal to 0 where k is the least positive integer. Now I am writing one example here. A equal to 0, 1, 2, next element 0, 0, 3 means next row. The last row is 0, 0, 0. A power 3 equal to 0 here. Means if a square equal to 0, then it is a nilpotent matrix of index 2, of order 2, like that. A cube is 0, therefore it is a nilpotent matrix of order 3. Note, this is very, very important. Any triangular matrix with the principal diagonal elements as zeros, it is a nilpotent matrix. This is the definition of nilpotent matrix.